Let me tell you, if you didn't know this already, that something you do on the streets can follow you, and you can be found up the road and get dealt with. Consequences and repercussions do not have an expiration date on them, and sometimes you may see somebody that did something on the streets that they shouldn't have done, and when you catch them, you got to do what you have to do. For this video right here, I'm going to be letting y'all know the time that I cut somebody in prison because of something he did on the streets.
Haha, I'm the best. Finna be this way till I EOS. Take it how you want, nigga. Yeah, I'm a pro. Fuck around, I'll bust your lot while you're at Vizzo. I hate to be this way, but I live for the moment. Waking up every day, show me an opponent. Shanks on deck, hitting bitch with a lock. So much pool, I can even start you from the box. You don't wanna pay rent, got me bent. Got lax on deck, your money was well spent. Vultures on the prowl, so don't try testing. Step 2, cause violent first steps finessing. You a hold down man, suitcase this. My cell phone and my charger don't walk with a limp. Get it knocked off or missing, you gon' get it. Next time I see your ass, you gon' leave airlifted.
What's up, y'all? You already know, man. Kfrogtv back in the building. Y'all go ahead and do me a solid favor. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button. And also make sure you hit the notification bell so you can see it first. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be speaking on something that I ended up doing to somebody when I was incarcerated. Y'all know, if you've been here a while, I don't really speak on the things that I actually did as far as physically hurting somebody. But we're going to get into it on this one. But I will not be naming what institution I was at, when it took place, who the individual was I did it to, but I will tell y'all the story about a time that I ripped someone's mouth open with a razor blade on the rec yard. All right, now, y'all know how it is when you see somebody, you know, and they did something on the streets, or they did something a long time ago, right? Even if you're on the streets and you run into somebody that you ain't seen in forever, you know, and you see them and you feel like, you know, well, they got to be dealt with. Now, it's understandable when you sweep certain things under the rug and you let certain things slide, especially if what they did had nothing to do with you. But if somebody's like bragging on it, you know, or spreading it around and trying to make it known about the situation, then, you know, you might want to step in and make it your problem. Okay, now, everyone knows when it comes to prison, there's a lot of violent things that take place. You know, people play with locks, which is like the minimum damage compared to what they do with knives, you know, bangers, woos, machetes. People get $150, all that. Well, what happened here was I had been at this camp for a little while, all right? People knew who Frog was. And for those that watch this channel, y'all know I make it known that I'm from Davie, right? All right, east side to be exact. I'm from Davie, so every time I get locked up, even at a young age, you know, like, there ain't really that many Davie people, you know, locked up. Okay, when I was younger and I went through the detention center and went through the programs, you know, I'd see people from Broward County, but I didn't see people from my actual circle, like my actual neighborhood. You know, I may see 1 or 2 here and there, but 9 times out of 10, when I land somewhere, I'm going to be the one that puts Davie on the map. And I'm cool with that, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter to me if nobody's there at all from my neighborhood at all, because I'm going to stand on my own 2 feet, and I'm going to make it known to where you know where Frog's from. You feel me? So, when I do get locked up and I run into somebody that I know from where I'm from, it's never really beef. It's never really any problems or anything like that. You feel me? And when I do run into people that I knew from the streets, it might be a op. It might be a beef. It might be somebody from a different neighborhood. Not from where I'm from, but from the same county, okay? And the way this shit went was, I was at a camp. I've been there for a couple months, right? Everybody knew Frog was from Davie, okay? Now, somebody else ended up coming to this compound, you know, and even if he's out now watching this movie, it don't matter to me, you know, he already knows what it is. So to let y'all know, I actually cut someone that's from the same exact county, that is from the same exact city and everything from where I'm from, you know, and it is what it is. I don't care, you feel me? If he's watching this, he may get mad, but who gives a fuck? He looks in the mirror and he sees that scar, and he sees me all the time anyways. He remembers me when he looks in the mirror, all right? So, now this inmate had came to this compound, and, you know, like I said, you know, I'm not friendly, you feel me? So I don't care where you're from. I don't care how you act, who you know, none of that. You're not going to catch Frog reaching out trying to come and talk to you and be friendly with you because you may be from where I'm from or from the same area, all right? But I seen him when he first came, and you know, I could tell by the way he moves. He had that, you know, the way he walked and the way he talked and shit, because I like to peep things. I could tell he was 9 times out of 10 from close by where I'm from. He looked like somebody that would be from my county somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And it still didn't make me go speak to him or anything like that. But after a while, you know, people would like come up to me and start telling me things about him. All right. Now, one day, like I said, somebody ended up coming up to me and they were like, "Oh, you know bruh right there?" And I looked at him and I said, "Nah, I don't know that man." And we kept walking. And they were like, "Oh, well, he knows your homeboy such and such." You feel me? Which is someone that's actually from my neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? And I said, "Oh, yeah?" He's like, "Yeah." He said he robbed him. So I'm thinking that he was like, you know, saying my dog robbed him. So I was like, "That's real now." You feel me? He was like, "Nah, he's saying he robbed your dog." You know? And when they told me this, you know, I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "He robbed my homeboy." So in my mind, it isn't really the fact that he robbed my homeboy. It was more the principle of him telling people, you know, and not just him telling people, but it was the fact that he knew it was my homeboy. So he knew who I was. So it was like he was trying to fit in with people. And when people asked me if I knew him, I kept it real on my end and was like, nah. Even if he looked familiar, I didn't say, "Oh, he looks like somebody I don't fuck with," or nothing like that. I just said, "Nah, I don't know him." He was literally telling people he knew me because he robbed my homeboy. You see? That right there, to me, I felt like it was time for me to step on in. You know what I'm saying? So, I remember telling one of my homeboys, I said, "Man, look, check this shit out." I said, "You know that one dude that's in such and such dorm?" And he's like, "Who?" I said, "I'll show you when we go to Chow Hall today. When we go to the Chow, I'll point him out and I'll show you who he is." You feel me? I said, "But next time our dorm goes to wreck with his dorm, I'm going to wet him. So for the next couple days, I'm going to be bringing me $150 out there and I'm going to hope to catch him slipping." And he says, "Oh, show him to me, Frog." So boom. You know, that took a couple days because not every day does the same dorm go to Chow with the same dorm. You feel me? A dorm might go with G dorm today. And then the next day, A and B might go. Or B and G might go. You know, so it all depends. Same thing with rec. You feel me? So we went to the Chow Hall, and one day we were sitting there. I remember we were eating, and I'll never forget. It was around the time when they gave us corn on the cob. We don't get corn on the cob all year. It's like seasonal. Like out of the blue, they'll just start flooding the compound with corn on the cob, where you gotta pull the shears off that shit or whatever it is, the green grass shit from around the damn corn. And I remember I was sitting there peeling that bit, and I said, "Oh look." And I was sitting next to my dog. I said, "Look, there go bro right there I'm telling you about. That boy got it coming. He don't even know it." And then he looked at him and he was like, "Shit, do what you do, Frog. You feel me? I'll be watching." So it was basically like I knew if I fumbled or if dude ended up getting the best of me, you know, my dog was finna get involved. You feel me? That's how I knew by him knowing who it was. Or if I got caught trying to do it, and ended up getting put in confinement and then got transferred, and say they put that dude back on the compound, my dog would take care of him and get him off the pound. You see? That's the reason that you usually let your closest homeboy know who the individual it is. It isn't like you tell them because you want them to back you if anything happens. That shouldn't be the reason for it, even though you know they are 9 times out of 10 gonna back you if something does go south. But you at least want them to know who the person is. So that way, if you get transferred in the middle of this whole commotion and shit that's going down, they can actually get your get backs for you. Because you won't be able to get a hold of this person if you get transferred and they put him back on the pound. You feel me? And depending on what camp you're at, you can still get wet and get put right back on the compound. Especially if they already shipped the individual that they know cut you. You feel me? So I told him, there he goes right there. That boy got it coming. He don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even trying to be friendly with him. None of that shit, you know. Because due to the fact that he started telling people he robbed my homeboy on the streets, that means he knows who I am. You get what I'm saying? So, a couple more days go by. Next thing you know, we end up going to rec with his dorm. Now, it may seem easier said than done, but before we even get into me actually going on the rec yard when he actually went there the day that it was supposed to happen, I can't leave out the fact that I went to rec 4 days in a row before that with my razor, with my $150, hoping to see him. You feel me? So those were 4 days that I had to make it onto the rec yard with my iron, hoping to catch him. So I had to be strategic about it, you know what I'm saying? There's certain ways that you got to do stuff. For those that been to prison before, y'all know how it is. Certain rec yards, they have it to when you first walk in, there may be a little building or a little cage with a metal detector, and you got to walk through the metal detector, right or wrong. Or you got some institutions where they just throw you on the rec yard. You feel me? Now, how it is down here in the state of Florida, when it comes to doing stuff like that, how you want to get things on the rec yard like everybody else normally is, you know, you'll find ways to make it happen. All you'd have to do, like we would do, is the person who's got the banger, the knife, you stand in the back of the line, and the person who goes in through the rec cage and everything first, go through, beep, beep, beep. You don't beep, you walk through, you walk all the way to the gate, and then your homeboy, when no one's looking, launches it over the gate. You feel me? You could literally flood the rec yard with your ammunition, everything you need to do stuff. And this is the thing. Like, people think the rec yard, you'll be safe just due to the fact that there's metal detectors, so nobody's bringing no iron on the rec yard. That's all bullshit. Okay, people throw things over the gate. People place things there before. That's why they have shakedowns, and that's why they actually have officers with canines, dogs, metal detectors, and all that will literally, sometimes they'll block off the rec yard and just cover the ground of the rec yard trying to find and hear all the beeping and unbury shitload of knives and stuff that people have buried out of there. And the reason people do that, they don't always do that because they're looking to hurt someone, but they do that just in case someone's looking to hurt them. All right? That's why they do like monthly sweeps at some institutions, and they check rec yards for metal, for buried knives and stuff like that, because if something pops off and everyone has a knife but you, there's nothing you can really do, because the prison may be this big, but now you found yourself in the rec yard that is this big, and then you got these people trying to kill you, and you're stuck in an area this big, and you don't have a knife for protection to fight these people off. That's why people bury them and hide stuff. So there's ways to do certain things, you know what I'm saying? And I went out there for 4 days. 4 days on a blank mission, hoping to catch this individual on the rec yard. You feel me? And I just felt like the rec yard was the easiest place to do it. Okay? Because, yeah, you got, you got guard towers. You got officers walking around, but there's so many individuals in one spot, that they're not paying attention to everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I knew 9 times out of 10 I'd have a bigger chance of getting away with it. The whole goal was to get away with it. Even though I didn't really have a bunch of shit going on at this time at the compound, I didn't have shitload of phones everywhere and stuff. I still had a little bit of things going on that, of course I didn't want to lose, but if I did lose it, then it is what it is. I'll come up again. But my goal was to wait till the rec yard, you know what I'm saying? And when it comes to them officers looking for knives and stuff, you got to also keep in mind too that not all knives are made out of metal. Okay? You got plexiglass knives. Ones that you can have on your hip and walk right in there. You feel me? But at this time I didn't have no plexiglass. You feel me? Now, when it comes to you being able to make it on the rec yard with your banger, you got to make sure these guards don't want to search you when you first come in there. They don't pat everybody down, stuff like that. Some institutions you go to, though, after you go through the metal detector, they may make you pick your shirt up. They might be standing there, and when you come through the metal detector, they lift your shirt. Put your thumbs around your waist, like around your waistline, to show you ain't got nothing on your waist and nothing hidden under your shirt. But people put shit in their boots. People put, there's so many different ways to get things still on the rec yard. But at this time, I had 4 days that I had to try it. You know what I'm saying? And once again, for those that have been here for a while, I've actually showed pictures of me with my plexiglass knife, which was my favorite knife I had. Okay, I actually posted in my community section later a picture of me with the knife in prison to show y'all what it was. It was the most prettiest knife I had, the plexiglass knife. Okay, and I've had to bring that shit on the rec yard several times. But I didn't use that knife for this, okay? Now, I made it there. 4 days, he never came out. It was a blank mission. So I was like, damn. You know, like, boy, he's being spared, dog. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, you think about it, 4 days ain't that long, but how it is in prison, it is. Because people can't stay out of trouble. So it's like here, within them 4 days, yeah, I made it on the rec yard with it. You know what I'm saying? Boom. I made it back. You know, okay, I didn't get in trouble, but that person could have gotten in trouble within them 4 days, and he get put in confinement and everything. So I'm trying to get a hold of him before it's too late. The 5th day comes. We go to rec. We're on the rec yard. I'm out there talking to my dog. I see their dorm come out. Boom. I'm like, okay. I'm like, damn, bro. I see everybody coming out in line from in front of his dorm as we're already on the rec yard. I'm seeing everybody. I'm like, damn, dog. I see he ain't getting line. So I'm like, oh, man, he ain't even come to rec today, bro. I'm like, damn, bro. I'm out here again on a dummy mission, bro. Look, he ain't even in line, you feel me? So now I'm thinking like I can't get him. I'm thinking like, man, this shit crazy, dog. And my dog's like, bro, how many times you gonna wait on him? How many times you gonna look for him? Motherfucker must know. Someone must have told him something. I'm like, man, I ain't tell nobody but you. So if he found out, bitch, then you the one that's giving out the damn info because I ain't tell nobody. And he was like, man, nah, there ain't no way he know then. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, damn. What it was is he must have had a call out or something because he wasn't even in his dorm when they came to rec. So after we've been on the rec yard for about, you know, rec's normally like 2 hours, 2.5, sometimes shorter, depending on how long it took them to put everyone on the rec yard. And what it was is after being on the rec yard for like 45 minutes, next thing you know, I look over and I see him walking. There was other dorms going to the canteen window, other dorms going to barber shop. I see him walking by himself. And he walked to the rec cage, and when he walked up, the guards went in there. He explained to him that he wants to go to rec, but he was at a call out or wherever the hell he came from. So they took the key, they let him in. I'm like, oh, look, bro. My dog was doing dips. I said, look, bro, there he is, bitch. It's happening, boy. I ain't even playing with him. So he was like, all right, Frog, do what you got to do. I'm like, all right, boom. So I wait a couple minutes, you know, just to see what he's going to do, like who he's going to go hang out with, you know, who he's going to, you know, embrace. You know, stuff like that. You feel me? I wanted to peep his hangout, his crowd, who he's going to be known with and everything. You feel me? Which, regardless, it wouldn't matter. I was doing it anyways. I had some inside beef just by him, you know, putting my name on shit. You know, by him spreading Frog's name around a little bit. Not my name, but me. You know what I'm saying? So, I watch him. He don't really go up to nobody. But he only went to, like, the left side of the rec yard. He didn't go all the way to the right side where majority of the people were. People playing basketball, people playing handball, you know, people doing dips and shit over there, working out, people running in place. You got Spanish people playing soccer over there. He didn't go to that side. So then after that, I was telling I'm sitting there and I'm telling my conscience, I'm like, I'm gonna get him before he even goes over there. Because I'm like, if he goes over there, what if he does know all of them and he goes over there and he starts hanging out with like 8, 10 people? I'm not gonna go over there and just wet him up in front of all these people, you know, because people will tell on you, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really worried about what they might try to do because, boy, this razor boy gonna cut more than one if someone tries to run up on me, you feel me? So after I seen he wasn't like, you know, familiar with anybody on the left side of the rec yard, I went to walking like he went to walking, like he went to doing laps, you feel me? I tried to catch him before he could get all the way on the whole other right side of the rec yard. So, as I'm walking, he's walking, he's walking like this, I kind of like shift to where when he turns, we're kind of like, would get closer to each other. And I walk up on him. And as we're walking, I'm like, what's up, bro, you smoke? It's the first thing I told him. And he was like, yeah. And I said, oh, you know anything about K2? You know, which is Tunchi, you feel me? And he's walking next to me. He's looking at me this way. I'm looking at him this way. And he's like, yeah. So I'm like, how much this go for? And I put my hand out, like in between me and him. I said, oh, how much this go for? And as we were walking, he looked down like this. Once he looked down with my left hand, I came across the top and cut him. That boy said, and went to running, you hear me? That boy took off so quick when I cut him. And literally, and I thought he was going to get like backup because he started running towards the right side of the rec yard. When he ran over there, By the time, you know, I brushed off, boom, did what I needed to do. You know, they have these little things on the rec yard that are like, depending on which rec yard you're at, like what institution, they always have a toilet out there, you know, but it might be different. You're like, at Calhoun, they got these little things with these little halfway swinging doors, and they got metal tables, metal toilets, and you walk in, a little door swing in and out like this. At Charlotte, they just had like a little wall section with a toilet right there. No door, no nothing. You know, other camps, they look different ways. Depending on which camp you're at, there's normally a toilet out there, you know what I'm saying? A urinal or whatever it is. So when he went to bucking towards the right side of the fucking field, I walked the other way, flushed the razor, even stuck my hands inside the nasty ass toilet when it was flushed, just in case any blood or anything was on, and get on it. But it really wasn't nothing on my hands, you feel me? But I did it anyways, you know what I'm saying? Because when people get cut, that shit don't go, you know, it don't just start squirting and all that shit. When the air hits it, when it's bad. And that's when it rips open, bro. That's when they start gushing. So as he ran all the way to the right side of the rec yard, you feel me? And I went over this way, flushed the shit. When I looked back, that boy was still running. And everybody was running up to him. Like, people was like, what's up? Oh, man, you good? You good? And then that's when he turned around. He was like pushing people away from him. He was so scared. He was pushing people away from him and shit. And then when he turned around, that's when I seen his whole, like, collar part, like, from here up, was all covered in blood, and so was his face. So I'm like, I got that boy. Got him. You feel me? Because a lot of times, you know, you want to make sure you get your cut. What I mean by that is, you ain't got to push hard if it's a fresh razor. You can literally just barely touch them. And the speed of it's going to slice it like butter. When people try to put so much pressure on it and stuff, that's when it will go in and jerk and everything. It'll leave a nasty ass scar, ugly scar though. Don't get me wrong when you put a lot of pressure on it. But if you want a nice, perfect little all you got to do is just barely touch it, and it's going to slide through that shit like it's cutting an apple. Believe it or not. Y'all know how it is when it comes to fresh razor blades, how sharp them shits can be. You could cut yourself just handling with them. You know what I'm saying? So once I seen he was cut, I'm like, yeah, I got him. And, you know, the guards seen all the blood, and they seen all the little, everybody running around acting kind of weird. People were looking around trying to see who it was and shit like that. Me and my homeboy, we just got on the little, the machine that you grab the poles right here, and you go like this with it. And we were just looking around like we ain't had nothing to do with it. We talking and laughing and shit. Like, I said some shit just to make it to where we were both had a reason to laugh while everybody ran over there. You feel me? And then now what I had to do is, when they went over there and the officers grabbed them, the officers start saying, everybody on the cage, everybody on the gate, everybody on... Like, they want everybody to spread out and everybody be on the fence. So now I gotta hope this individual don't tell. That's the whole thing that I was worried about, you feel me? So what I did is, they gotta bring them through, you know, the cage where the metal detector is and everything. They get off the rec yard. That's the entrance they have. You feel me? The entrance and exit's the same. So I start drifting over that way. I'm trying to rotate sides of the field with them. I'm trying to go that way with my homeboy. You know, I gotta like blend in with people and shit just so you can't see me at the time, because it'll be like, that's him, that's him. You feel me? So I try to blend in with people as I'm making my way to that side of the field, as they're bringing him up the middle of the field. You know, like they got him by his shirt and everything, and they're bringing him to medical. You know, I didn't want him to see me, because, you know, people will tell, man. Even if they won't tell, if it ain't like they're going to look the person that just assassinated them dead in the eyes and keep it 100, knowing they ain't going to see him again. They'll at least say something. They'll look at you and be like, it's all good. I got something for you. Oh, him. Grab him. Put him on investigation. You see, that's how it'll work. So I didn't even want him to see me. So I was literally walking on the outside, on the other side of this little group of people that were walking, and I was walking and talking to my dog as they were bringing him, and I made my way over there. So now everything's fine and dandy, you feel me? When it comes to going back to the dorm, stuff like that, you know, they're looking around to find knives, metal, and all that stuff, but this is prison, you know what I'm saying? You got to understand that people are going to do what they have to do, and especially do what they feel like is the right thing to do all the time, you see? It don't matter. Even though I'm not the one that he robbed, you feel me? And even though I wasn't on the streets when it happened, you know, I don't know him over that, none of that shit. It was the principle of him telling people that he robbed my homeboy. So that means he knew who I was. So he would literally say, oh yeah, him this. He was basically, you know, throwing it bad about me. I felt like he throwing my name out there kind of, even though not my name, but he still, you feel me? And I don't regret that shit. And I know he was from where I'm from, you feel me? But it is what it is. I don't care. I've cut people from where I'm from. And it is, you know, a lot of people won't do no damage or anything like that to people where they're from. They'll pick and choose. They'll be like, nah, I can't do that to him. Man, he from my same city, bro. You know? But shit, me, it is what it is. I don't care where you're from. Because, you know, when you go to the county jail down here, you're going to run into people that you have beef with from your same city. All the beef in the county jails down here are city beef. You feel me? So when you go up the road, you know, you end up running across people from your city, and 9 times out of 10, people friend them people. The only thing y'all have in common is we're way up here in the panhandle, and we're from the same city, but we have beef on the streets, but this brought us closer because we're from the same city, right? That's how it is. Me, it don't matter to me. You know, I don't care if you're from the same city. I don't even give a damn if you're from Davie, boy. You ass do something that you shouldn't do, or you come at me sideways or any type of way, bro, and I will deal with you. That's it. I don't pick and choose. It ain't like I'm going to spare you because you're from my hood, my exact neighborhood. Fuck no. You feel me? You came to prison by yourself, right? I came to prison by myself, ain't it? So why would I ain't got to babysit or protect or take care of nothing. You feel me? Now, if you my homeboy, I'm going to rock with you and make sure shit goes how it should go. You know? But at the same time, I'm not going to let you just play me any kind of way and talk to me any kind of way or put my name out there any kind of way. You feel me? I'm going to try to deal with you. And that's what it is. And like I said, he ain't the only one I cut from my exact city. You know, shit, it is what it is. Like I said, he looks in the mirror, he sees that scar, he knows what time it is. You feel me? And check this out. I've seen him. I've seen him on the street since I've been home from prison. And guess what? Nothing. Nothing. Put his head down, turned around, yeah. Walking in the gas station, he walking out, face to face. And I look at him, pull my pants up. What's up? Ready to rock again if I got to rock. Just to show him, like, bitch, I don't regret what I did. I ain't sorry. You got what you deserve, boy. You were speaking on me. You don't know me like that. Right or wrong. You know, people can't let that go. I did videos speaking on, I'll be damn, I let it go, boy. You cut me up the road, boy, and I catch your ass out here on the streets. I wish. You feel me? But he let it go. There was nothing he could really do about it. I mean, I don't know if he let it go. I mean, I ain't sleeping on the beef. But I know for a fact that I seen that boy eye to eye. We both went through the same doorway at a corner store. This close like this. And I was ready, bitch. What's up? You feel me? But it just shows when you do things on the streets, that shit can catch up with you up the road. Just like when you do things up the road, it can catch up with you on the streets. You rob someone in prison, and jump someone in prison, beat their ass in prison or whatever, see them on the streets. Yeah, now what's up? Now what's up? Boy, you ain't got your homeboys, but you ain't got your knives on you. Same thing can happen. You feel me? And it caught up with him. That's what it is, boy. At the end of the day, boy, you know shit. You can't spare everybody. Literally. And, you know, I played my part by saying, nah, I don't know, bruh. I could have been like, man, yeah, he look familiar. I think he one of them niggas from over there that I don't fuck with. But I ain't do all that. I just said, nah, I don't know, bruh. You feel me? Him talking. Him spreading that he robbed my homeboy. That's a, he know, you feel me? Then that shows he put too much info out there already. You know, that's how I look at it. But he got what he deserved. He got transferred, shit like that. And I ain't gonna lie. The guards, some of the guards that were cool came in the dorm and were like, man, Frog, why you cut that man? That's exactly what they said like a week later. I said, man, I ain't cut nobody, Sarge. I'm like, man, why you cut that man? He back there singing. I said, man, I ain't cut nobody, man. You a lie. I'd be back there right now if he was saying I did it. You a lie. No, he ain't saying nothing about me because I wasn't even at wreck that day. That's what I start saying. He's like, you think we don't know? We know you cut that man. You see? So he could have told somebody that told the guards. Or he could have told the guards or whatever it was. I didn't go to confinement because the guards who were joking with me like that, those were the cool ones. Those were the guards that, you know, they like to see shit like that. You feel me? But it just shows I could have got caught up and gotten some bullshit. You feel me? But it is what it is, y'all. But anyways, I'm going to wrap this video on up. I appreciate y'all tuning in like always, man. Y'all make sure y'all also catch me on my gaming channel, KFROG Gaming. We got some more major giveaways coming soon. I'm going to be giving away some more PlayStation 5s, some more new Xboxes, some Stream Decks for my streamers out there that like to play PC, you know, computer games and stuff like that. I'm going to be giving out a Stream Deck, all types of different shit. So y'all make sure, even if y'all don't like video games, y'all come over there and chop it up with us. We hang out, we go live, I live stream, you feel me, and all that shit, you know. Even though, you know, at the end of the day, you feel me, I don't be out on the streets, you know, recording 24/7 and shit, man. I got over a $15,000 setup. You know what I'm saying? That's the main reason why I stream inside. You feel me? I done heard through the grapevine, people be like, oh, Frog won't stream outside though. Oh boy, we're the only ones that stream outside, this and that, this and bitch. You broke. You po. You feel me? I got a $15,000 setup to stream inside. Bitch, I'm streaming inside. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I rock. Straight up, what I spent 15 bands for? For nothing. For nothing. Think about it. You feel me? Professional people upgrade they shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what we gotta do, man. But alright, y'all, I appreciate y'all watching, man. Like I always say, make sure you hit that like button on the way out if you ain't here when you first stopped in here. And remember what I always say, keep them rats, squares, clowns, chomos, pedos, gunners, wannabe island boys, clowns with pull-outs that tell everybody they're perms, people that rent rims, and cars, finance cars separately from financing the rims. Man, we're in 2022. If your ass don't own your rims, you shouldn't have them on your car. Stop trying to be such Super Saiyan when you know your ass a joke. Until next time, this the one and only Frog.